Here we have Crasher Wake admiring the scenery. Okay, looks like he's going to be singing his song again. I'm just going to scroll through the text since you already saw him sing his song back in Fieldstone, so you don't need to see this again. Okay, I don't know why he would pick a rainy day to admire the scenery. Why not do that when the sun is out? I mean, if I were to be out in the rain for who knows how long just to admire the scenery, I'm liable to catch a cold. But I don't think he really cares about that all too much. Anyway, he's acknowledging the fact that I have the Cobble badge, and yes, I did beat Maylene, and let me tell you, she has one hell of a team, that's for sure. Okay, now he's going to go back to his gym so that way I can challenge him. And he's going the wrong way. But it doesn't matter since by the time I go back to Pastoria, he'll be in his gym anyway, so it really doesn't matter which way he goes. In the meantime, I'll just make my way to the Pokemon Mansion so that way I can take on that little mini-game / gauntlet, or whatever you want to call it. But before I do that, there's two things I want to do. First off, I want to go heal, and secondly, I'm going to teach Honchkrow Thief so that way, by the time I reach that trainer who uses a Blissey, I'll use Thief to steal the rare candy from said Pokemon. Of course, I can't have Honchkrow hold any items while doing this gauntlet, otherwise I can't steal that rare candy. I'll put the Ambulance coin back on Honchkrow later on, or maybe I'll give it a different item. I haven't decided yet. So the move I'm going to get rid of in favor for Thief is going to be Roost. But don't worry, because if you remember, all the way back at the beginning of the game I did say, in this game only, every time you get a TM, you get 99 of those TMs. So if you got rid of a certain move you taught to your Pokemon via TM, then that's okay, since you can just reteach it to your Pokemon, so no harm done. Okay, since it's been a while since I was last here, let me explain how this little mini-game works. So, you'll be up against 5 maids, and you have to beat them in a specific amount of turns. The turns can range from 5 to 9 turns, so when you're battling a maid, they'll be using a Clefairy. However, these Clefairies tend to use the move Endure to possibly prevent you from reaching the targeted amount of turns that you were given, so you don't have much control over when those Clefairies use Endure. So maybe you could outsmart them by using a move to possibly counter Endure, like say moves that do indirect damage, like Leech Seed, Sandstorm, and other moves like that, so that way, if the Clefairies use Endure during a specific turn, then the residual damage will finish them off, and Endure won't matter. Okay, how many turns am I being given today? 7? Okay, hopefully I could make it to 7 turns. Although, this won't be easy, I can tell you that much. Oh yes, in addition to Endure, sometimes these Clefairies like to go for moves like Swagger, Minimize, and I believe the last Clefairy I'm going to face, it has Bounce as one of its moves, so yeah, that could really complicate things. Of course, I have to say, Swagger and Minimize are much worse since I'm liable to get confused, and I may not hit my attacks because, well, Minimize is basically another variant of Double Team. Okay, good thing that one didn't go for Endure. Well, maybe I could sort of afford to have at least one Clefairy go for Endure so that way I could make it to 7 turns. If they don't go for Endure, then I'll just go with my next option. Maybe I'll use Nightshade on some of these Clefairies so that way I can ensure that I will make it to 7 turns since I'm at level 59 and odds are Clefairy has more than 59 HP, so Nightshade won't take them down in one hit. Okay, this one didn't go for Endure either. Let me see, maybe I'll go for Nightshade when the next Clefairy comes out. And then when the next Clefairy comes out after the one I'm going to face, I guess I'll use Nightshade on that one too. Oh yes, the levels of these Clefairies range from 25 to 33, just in case you were wondering. Oh yeah, I believe their ability is Q-Charm, so if you want to hit them indirectly, then I guess you're welcome to do so because you can do that. Okay, this one is going to go for Endure. Well, it doesn't matter since I wasn't planning on one-shotting this thing anyway. Oh yes, they can also have Metronome as one of their moves as well. If they do go for that, then, well, there is no telling what moves they can get via Metronome since it's just random. Absolutely random. And for your sake, hopefully Metronome doesn't give them a move that could possibly throw a status at you, like say Thunder Wave, Sleep Powder, Hypnosis, something like that. Yeah, that would be the absolute worst thing to happen. Okay, here comes Clefairy number 4. Okay, I guess I'll use Nightshade on this one twice. Hopefully, I'm doing this correctly because some tells me this might backfire. Okay, this one's going to go for Endure, but doesn't matter since I'm wasn't going to one-shot this thing anyway. Okay, hopefully it doesn't go for Endure again. Okay, it doesn't. Alright, at this point, I think I'm up to 6 turns, so I only need one more turn to reach my target amount of turns, which is 7. Okay, that last Clefairy, I did say it knows Bounce, but I'm faster than that Clefairy since I was faster than all of the Clefairies so far, so yeah, that last Clefairy is not going to get the chance to use Bounce. Although, it can still go for Endure, and yeah, that's bad. Okay, and now the moment of truth. Hopefully, this Clefairy doesn't go for Endure. Okay, I'm crossing my fingers in hopes that it doesn't. Okay, please don't go for Endure. Please, 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 please. Oh, come on! Wow, I was doing good so far, now this one has to fuck it up for me. Well, yeah, I guess you could see how hard this little gauntlet is. Okay, well at least Q-Charm didn't kick in, otherwise, yeah, that would be the absolute worst as well. So unfortunately, I had to use 8 turns to take down all 5 maids, even though my target amount of turns was 7. Yeah, that is a huge shame. Well, because of that, I'm not going to get to face that boss trainer, or actually, I don't really know if I would really call that trainer a boss trainer, but I think you know what I mean. Okay, and this is what you're going to say if you failed to reach the target amount of turns. That's plenty to be proud of. No, I don't think so. Okay then, I'll be right back. Okay, finally, this thing doesn't go for Endure. At long last, this son of a bitch will go down one hit. I will admit, this is my 3rd attempt at doing this since my last attempt was unsuccessful because that Clefairy used Endure right as I was about to reach my target amount of turns I was given. And yes, as you saw, Honchkrow is now at level 60 because yeah, it took me that long to reach the target amount of turns I was given. Oh yeah, since I'm around my target amount of turns is 5, and I somehow made it. So, if you hit your target, then you get to face a special trainer, either a rich boy or a lady trainer. And it looks like I'm going to be facing a rich boy in the form of Master Liam. Hold up. You mean to tell me this guy was just in there with all 5 of those maids that I just defeated? There's something strange about that. Anyway, regardless of which trainer you're facing, they'll have a Blissey on their team, and this Blissey is holding a rare candy. So, if you want that rare candy, be sure you're faster, because if not, what this thing likes to do is, it likes to go for Fling to throw that rare candy at you, thus denying you the chance of getting it. Yeah, that has happened to me a whole bunch of times, and naturally, I was not very happy about that. Okay, since Blissey's physical defense is crap, it's no surprise it went down one hit. Wow, 1912 experience points, huh? I wish it was more, but that won't come into effect until Generation 5. I'll ask you not to pry into what I'm doing in the back of the mansion. This knowing wink is all you'll get out of me. So, he's in there along with those 5 maids that I just defeated? What is going on there anyway? Do I want to know? Maybe not. Okay, my business here is done, so now I'm free to get out of here. I'm just going to take the rare candy off of Honchkrow since it doesn't need it. And I'm just going to reteach Roost to Honchkrow real quick, so that way I don't have Thief anymore. I mean, the only reason why I taught Honchkrow Thief is so that way I can steal that rare candy. Other than that, Thief is absolutely useless to me now. Although, I may consider reteaching Thief to Honchkrow again somewhere down the road, so that way I could steal certain things from certain Pokemon, but I'm not really sure if I want to do that. Okay, I'm now going to fly back to Pastoria, but I'm not going to take on the gym quite yet because there's one more thing I want to do. I want to go over to the Moob Tutor's house, that way I can teach Honchkrow Heat Wave. Why am I not going to the Moob Tutor's house from the mansion? Well, if I do that, then I'm liable to encounter so many wild Pokemon, and because of that, I'm not really sure how long it'll take for me to get to the Moob Tutor's house. So, I might as well make it easier on myself by going to the Moob Tutor's house from Pastoria. So, why do I want to teach Heat Wave to Honchkrow? Well, I guess for good type coverage. I mean, I know its special attack is impressive, but I think we could all agree that its attack stat is better, 125 across the board. But 105 in special attack, well, I guess that's pretty decent, so yeah, I might as well teach Heat Wave to Honchkrow. And you know, I thought it was the guy in the middle who teaches Heat Wave, not this guy that I'm talking to. I mean, the guy in the middle said something about emphasizing special effects, and Heat Wave does have a chance at burning the opposing Pokemon, so I really thought it was the guy in the middle. Well, okay then, whatever works. Okay, I'm going to fly back to Pastoria again, but I'm not going to take on the gym quite yet because the minute I step in front of the doors, I'm going to get challenged by Barry, so I have to oblige his challenge. And for that, I'm going to put Gastron up first, so that way I can target Staraptor's weaker special defense. And here he comes right now. Okay, good thing he's not going to plow into me again. Wow, looks like he's improving. Yeah, good to know. So this time, I'm going to be faced with a full team of 6 Pokemon as opposed to facing 4 Pokemon back in the original Platinum. In the original Platinum, he had Pokemon on his team that he could have evolved but chose not to, such as his Staravia and whatever starter he chose. But good thing he decided to evolve Staravia this time around, that's good. Okay, here comes Double Edge, which is no doubt going to get powered up by Reckless. Okay, how much is it going to do? Okay, I don't think that was a whole lot of damage, but okay, whatever works. Okay, since I said Staraptor's special defense is not very impressive, it's going to go down 1 hit. Okay, 1 down, 5 to go. Okay, who's next? Breloom? Okay, I'm going to go with Honchkrow for this one. But unfortunately, I'm not going to one-shot Breloom since it's holding a Focus Sash. Well, on a more positive note, at least it doesn't have Effect Spore for an ability. In this game only, it could either have Poison Heal or Technician. And since Breloom is being used to its full potential in Generation 4, there's no doubt in my mind that this thing has Technician for an ability. Okay, so what am I going to be faced with? Oh, Rock Tomb, okay, 60 power, and unfortunately it's going to get powered up by Technician. So how much is it going to do? Okay, that was a lot of damage. Okay, am I still faster? Oh, I'm still faster, okay. If I was slower, then there's no telling what this thing could have done to me. Okay, who's going to be next? Azumarill? Okay, I'll go with Torterra for this one. I believe this thing has huge power for an ability, and I don't know if it has Ice Punch as one of its moves. If so, then I better take this thing down fast, because if not, this thing is going to do a number on Torterra. Oh yes, just a reminder, in this game only, Azumarill is Water Fairy, so if you want to throw any poison type attacks at it, then you're welcome to do that. Okay, that was easy. Okay, who's next? Heracross? Okay, I'll go back to Honchkrow for this one, so that way I can focus on Heracross's quad weakness to Flying. Now, the last time I fought Heracross, it was holding Cobra Berry, so is that the case once again? If so, then I hope Jolpak one-shots it, because if not, then there's no telling what this thing could do to me. Oh, yep, it's still holding the Cobra Berry. Okay, is it going to go down 1 hit? Let's see. Please? Alright, there we go. Never in doubt. Okay, only 2 more Pokemon. Alright, here comes Infernape. I'm going to stay in with Honchkrow. I mean, I can go with Gastrodon, but I think I'm liable to take 2 hits from this thing since, well, Fake Out, that's going to go first. And plus, Gastrodon is pretty slow, so I might as well make it easy on myself by taking 1 hit from Infernape. Okay, since Infernape's defenses aren't all that great, Jolpak is for sure going to one-shot it. Alright, there we go. Okay, and last up should be his Snorlax, which is going to be pretty hard to put damage on. Okay, I might as well go with Lucario for this one. Even though Snorlax's physical defense isn't as impressive as its special defense, I'm still going to go with Aura Sphere since it has more power than Drain Punch, and plus I'm holding the Expert Belt, so that means Aura Sphere will do a little bit more damage. Okay, how much is Aura Sphere going to do to this thing? Because I'm not expecting a 1-hit KO. And it's going to be at, well, almost in the red. Oh, Body Slam? Okay, please don't paralyze. Please, please, please. Okay, good, good. Yeah, if I got paralyzed, then that would have really screwed me over. Okay, 1 more Aura Sphere, and this thing will go down. I believe this thing has Rest as one of its moves, so if it went for that, then yeah, that would have really pissed me off. And down it goes. Okay, since I'm going to be facing that thing again somewhere in the future, I think I should have Lucario gain some more levels, but I'll do that later on. Okay, Snorlax had the potential to be a pretty annoying Pokemon, but yeah, good thing Body Slam didn't paralyze me. Okay, apparently he wants to be Crashawake's apprentice, so it looks like he wants to kiss the guy's ass 24/7. Yeah, I don't get this guy. Alright, and with that, I'm out of here. Peace.